Hello, good evening everyone. Oh, I have not moved myself over since my last collab with Freya. Let me do that. There we go. Good evening. Welcome back to my stream. It's been nearly a few weeks. Not a few weeks, nearly a full week. Asterix, thank you so much for the resub for 4 months. Thank you so much, that means a ton to me. I appreciate having you here always. I hope you're doing well tonight. Hello, Actual Lizard, how are you doing? Oh, I'm really excited though. I guess it has been a few weeks since the Great Ace Attorney, huh? I have had a very busy past couple of days. A ruse to gain more points for wig redeem. That's devious. You're devious. I'm gonna make myself a little bigger too. There we go, that's better. But yeah, I've been busy, but finally I am through the super busy, like, kind of, I guess, part of my life here. I've settled into a brand new day job. I'm feeling a bit more confident with it. My family has come back from their long vacation in Europe, so I don't have to pet sit or house sit anymore. I can just be at my condo with my PC and my good internet, so I'm happy about that. I hope everyone's been doing well. You're mine! But yes, I got some okay sleep. You know, I had to get up early for another shift today, but I survived. Oh, I already had La Creatura on. I guess we're removing him then. Goodbye, sweet prince. Goodbye. May angels fly you to your rest. Thank you for the redeems though, Essie. I appreciate that. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I know. Stop! Why bog? Essie is going wild with the redeems tonight. She's got it out for me and I don't know why. What did I do, Essie? What did I do? Explain. Communicate your upsetness with words so I can understand. You got him out of the way to bonk me? Well, okay, I appreciate that you wouldn't bonk La Creatura because he's just a little guy and he bears none of my sins, but still, you know? Still, I still got bonked and I can't really be happy about that, you know? Man, can't believe you do this. But yeah, we are gonna get back into the Great Ace Attorney tonight. Please feel free to let me know how the audio balancing is, as always, but it seems, at least from what I can see, it looks like it's probably pretty good. But obviously if you want something adjusted, just say so and I can do that. I still have plenty of wiggle room to work with here. But yeah, we are going into the second section of Case 5 today. It's true, La Creatura is very baby. He's just a baby boy, just a baby boy. My little guy. I love him so much. He's just such a funny accidental creation, you know? I really care about La Creatura. I'm so blessed that Nilla made him and let me use him. She definitely did not have to do that. And it's just like, aw, he's become such like a staple of my channel. It's so nice. But yeah, alright, getting into the game though, we're back to the 15th of April on Baker Street. We're outside of that pawnbroker's where so much happened. Oh yes, and China's here. I like her, she's scrappy. I like a scrappy little girl who's gonna like, I don't know, I feel like she'd kick a grown man in the balls. And I think that's valid. I think she's growing up wonderfully with that kind of energy, that kind of moxie. Oh boy, okay. The hardest part of Ace Attorney is like, I don't go super hard on voices just because I do not have that range or that talent. But it's like, okay, I gotta get myself back into this, gotta remember what kind of voice did I use, how did it sound in my throat, what did I do? Alright, see? That's why I hate grown-ups. All I do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Show Sholmes? Oh really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that? Yeah, do you let me keep it? After I licked daggers at him for long enough. Sholmes! I'm glad he's still here. I was afraid we might transition away from him. He needs to stay here. He went through the pockets and then said, "Go on then, have it," before telling me to scarper her. Sholmes really is the guy, you know? Truly. Yeah, he's a dumb little guy. It is funny because he is very good at observation. He just can't link things together well. Always pays off, giving people a look like you ate him. I can't help feeling that's going to get you into serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc mind. Yeah, the one from the music box. Like, what could that possibly be? The music box sticks? The music box disc. Speaking is hard. But Mr. Windibank said it was practically worthless. Well, we don't know what's on it if we play it. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long, hard stare. I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Windibanks again today. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be super welcome today, and they're gonna be pretty crazy with being probably interviewed and interrogated about what happened today. Why not? That's not fair. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now, and taking a statement from Mr. Windibank. Yeah, the shop's probably gonna be basically closed for the rest of the day while they're dealing with that. But that disc's mine! I had the ticket for this coat, and it was in the coat's pocket! And there should be something else and all. That's what that rotten cove said, ain't it? Ooh, something else? What? Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too. Whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. No, I'm like, I get it. Like, they're technically yours, but I'm curious. I'm very curious. Why? You know? Like, how'd this all get set up? Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes. So what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? I love how he just does not care. Eh? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. God, he's so annoying. Nota. Oh. Why would I come round to your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Violin emoji. Well, bye Gina. Miss you. Oh dear, she's gone. Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Yeah, I kind of get that vibe. Interesting. Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guest at the dinner table this evening. Cute, I do hope she comes. If we got a little dinner scene, that'd be cute. Riri, hello! Thank you for the thirsty redeem. I will have a nice sip of my iced tea. It's good to see you. How are you doing tonight? And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later, too. Right? He's dapper as fuck. You're so right, actual lizard. Sorry? I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. Oh, how exciting! What is it? I bet it's something stupid. You shall have to wait and see, Miss Susato. Until later, then. Well, what now? I guess, are we done here? Yeah, I took a look around out here before. guess, yeah, nobody to talk to, so I guess we'll just... Let's move into Sholmes' suite. Let's go inside. Aw, is this Iris's little corner? It's so cute. I love her little, like, the heart on her chair and stuff. And she's got, like, look at the little horse on top of her desk. She's a horse girl, guys. Aw, Susie and Bruno, come in, come in. Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always? I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on. You'll never guess. Is it Gina? Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Ginny! Isn't that exciting? Aw, she calls her Ginny. Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news. Aw. Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. I like how much Iris likes her. A Napoleon bust. Oh, it might be. The camera moved just a little bit or we saw a different Zato model. I could tell for sure. I'm gonna have to watch for that. I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional. Good for her. Oh yes, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to? Nice deflection. Oh yeah, that's definitely a Napoleon bust. Hurley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. What's he doing? Hello, Mr. Sholmes. I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? Oh no, is he having another breakdown? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. You good? I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yeah, Iris is definitely basically his mom at this point. Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are. Yeah, that's a really good question. I've been wondering about that too. Like, how'd you end up living with this dude, Iris? What's the matter, Runo? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, it's gonna be more awkward if you avoid the question, dude. I think with stuff like this, people respect it more if you're just like, I'm sorry, I'm curious. From the university? I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right? You are! You're so smart, Iris! How? How did you... Oh, Bruno, I can read you like a book. This girl is dangerous. Is she smart or is Vernoski just obvious? Or maybe both. Don't worry, you can ask me anything, I won't mind. Alright, then let's ask. So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right? Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends! Good for them! Oh, what a lovely tale. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh. And I chase after her down the back alleys. Whoa! Interesting idea of friendship. Well, I guess Iris is definitely having fun. That's good. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed. Oh. There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow. I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. Ooh, I bet that'll come in handy later. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Does she just regularly shoot him with it? I love that. That's so good. Good job, Iris. Poor Hurley. Oh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited. I just hope she does actually come. I think she will. I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you? Well, it has crossed my mind. That, and where are your real parents? My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Yeah, I figured it had to be something like that. Mommy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time, my father, well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Oh, wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Oh, was maybe he like actually John Watson? Yes, Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. She didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there. Ah, really? He recorded them all? So, you mean it's true? Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases. Oh yes, I mean it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father? Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest, but that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it up and found your father's memoirs. Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me. That's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. That does explain a lot about why Sholmes would be looking after her. Alright, let's hear more about her father. Oh, I'm so curious if he is the actual John Watson. I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So, it came as quite a shock. When Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean, aww, did you think she was your dad? That's hard. It must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Right. Aww. That's kind of cute that, like, he influenced her. Oh, thank you for the thirsty redeem again, Riri. Okay, let me grab more of my iced tea. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, actually. I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as he solves a case, it all but vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. That does sound like him. The other day it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. Really? It was quite a shock for everyone. You can say that again. Ari, hello! Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Let me give you a shout out. Ari, how are you doing? Oh, it's good to see you. I hope you've had a nice night and you had a nice stream. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. How does my shout out command work again? Oh my gosh. Oh, you may pass out, but tell Herlock Sholmes you love him? Oh, good taste, Ari, good taste. You're wonderful. Oh, good to see you, Puppet. And hello, Hamburger. Nice to see you. Hello, Phoenix. Dad jokes? Yes, always. Aw, but yes, Ari, if you need a rest, please go have a rest. I know it can be very tiring after a stream. It's very nice to meet you guys. Welcome, any first-time viewers. My name is Aqua Sereni. I am a mermaid VTuber who traded her brain cells for legs, and I am here to play games, including this game where you are supposed to use mini brain cells. But it's very nice to meet you. I am a member of Prismaria's Ocean District, and that is basically just a circle of independent VTubers. Please feel free to check me and the rest of them out. And here is our Discord if you are interested in, just knowing more about me and the rest of my group. We're all wonderful people. Well, all of my members are. And, a lot of them are also friends with Ari. Ari's a very wonderful person. Okay, someone asked me to name water-holding structures, and I was like, well, damn. That's a good one, Phoenix. I like that one. And Hamburger, thank you so much for the follow. It's great to have you here. I appreciate that so much. I don't know, though. You need legs for so many things. You can't have a gaming, console underwater. You can't have a gaming PC underwater. That would be missing out on so much, It would be very bad time. Well, let's see. So we are currently playing the Great Ace Attorney. We are talking to this little girl with the pink hair, Iris here. She is Herlock Sholmes' I guess ward, basically. Almost like his adopted daughter. She's the daughter of Sholmes' now, I guess, dead partner. So we're having her tell us a little bit about her past and her father. And enjoy your lurk, Puppet. Have a great night. So, yeah, it's very interesting. I'm very curious if since Iris's name is Iris Watson, I'm very curious if she's like John Watson's daughter then. Do you have some words of encouragement for me to quit my oxygen addiction? Well, if you want to get over an addiction, it helps a lot to replace it with something similar, but a little bit different. My gas of choice when I am not breathing oxygen is to breathe in copium. So, you can always try copium and see if that helps, That would be my advice. Alright, you share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. Oh right, she's Iris Wilson because we're going based off of, the protected names of Sherlock Holmes characters to avoid copyright. It's very funny. I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. Aww. Oh, becoming a plant's a good one, too. That's a really smart idea, Hamburger. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Plants are good. What kind of plant would you be? If I were a plant, I would be... I really, really like forget-me-nots, but I don't know if I'd be a forget-me-not, you know? I guess since I'm a mermaid, maybe I'd be some kind of undersea plant? Maybe... Are anemones plants or are those alive? I can't remember. Yeah, return to plant. Oh, where's that image? Like, if you see a four-legged beast crawling out of the water, push it back in. It's something like that. It's so funny. It's one of my favorite images on the internet. That's what prompted me to study and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well. Iris's father, who went to some distant land. They're animals? Okay, that's good to know. I could not remember. I guess then I'd be seaweed. Because I can't think of any other undersea plants at the moment. And is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. Wait. Oh no, I forgot! I forgot! Was that the first trial in the game? Were we accused of murdering Iris's father? Oh shit. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Oh shit! Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't connect the dots on that! Oh my god! That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Oh my god! Oh, Miss Susato. Yes. Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. Oh geez, maybe Iris doesn't know that her dad's dead. That's not good. Oh geez. Does Sherlock know? Maybe we should talk to him in private later. I think that would be for the best. Oh boy. Oh, my dear fellows, how good to see you. Oh, Holmes. Mr. Sholmes! Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really? You came to the pawn shop with us? Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed? My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam? Oh, never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. Dr. Sholmes like the shoes. Oh, another music box disc. No, not another disc, Miss Susato. Is that the disc? Did you get a hold of that somehow? This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilded's disc. Why do you still have that? The police wanted that as evidence. Oh my. Then, what's it doing here? Sholmes. You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may very well be even more adept at larceny. Ooh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. Oh, Iris. Hello, J-Bomb. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Gregson and his sister, great daughter. And Runo could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught. Right. Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting. She could write all our menacing crime notifications. I love that. How do these guys play chess if they keep two of the pieces on the shelf? With a lot of difficulty. Yes, I'd be delighted. I'm just going to pretend this conversation never happened, I think. Oh, Ryunosuke. Alright, Sholmes. What's up? Tell us about the music box disc you stole. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. Chocolate? That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. Your one and only friend in time of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. What happened? Oh, let's see, what was his voice? It was... Parker, get me pictures of Spider-Man. Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Betty, hello, thank you for the redeem, but ow, you bonked me. How are you doing tonight though, Meddy? How are you doing? Time to see if I can figure out again how to get my shout out to work. Whoops, there we go. It's not shout out, it's S-O. Meddy Cakes, there we go. Everybody should check out Meddy Cakes. Meddy is very kind and nice, and I've been really enjoying just having Meddy's VODs on while I do work, since I can't always catch the streams. And Meddy has excellent taste by playing Final Fantasy XIV recently. Good for you, Meddy. Oh, you're on hotel Wi-Fi? That's never great, but thank you for stopping in even for a bit anyways. It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a nice trip wherever you are. I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. Right? Final Fantasy definitely deserves like a Cooking Mama style game, you know? That would be so good. I would play so much of that. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. You cast Cookie Aja? Oh my god, if it did have like RPG elements to it still, that would be even better. I can't believe I didn't think of that. You're a genius, J-Bomb. You're a genius. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? Yes. Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars, like this. That's amazing! The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution. Oh my god. What possessed you to come up with this as caramel? Can you still eat it? How extraordinary. Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves to be very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Oh, so they are still edible. Wow. Yes, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. Yes, I want to know too. Okay, let's go straight into the music on the disc. Are we gonna play it now? Let's find out. Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. You haven't played it yet. Aw, did you wait for us? That's so nice. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Runo? Inside a music box, there's a special metal plate called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Yeah, the little, like, protrusions, they bounce against the cone and, like, make it ring out. Small protuberances pluck different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making different notes. The first music boxes to be invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. Words are so hard. Talking tough, I'm not good at it. But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe. Why, exactly. Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. Ah, I see. Interesting. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present. But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What? What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one's firm music box does not match that of another. Oh, do we need to know what kind of box it came from? Oh boy. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. Ah, I see. So that's why. Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. Yeah, that ain't it. But as you can hear, to no avail. Hi, Mermom, how are you? It's nice to see you. How are you doing tonight? The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. Let me also give Mermom Hina a little shout out, because she is wonderful. She runs a nice little server for Mermaid VTubers, and it's really great. It's a really wonderful, positive little community, and she definitely deserves some credit for managing all of that. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe. Every single one! That's Hurley for you, always taking things too far. Oh, Sherlock, or Herlock. But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? He's gonna go fucking broke. Spend all his money. It'll be like that drill tweet about the candles, but it'll be Shelms and music boxes. Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. What? I'm glad you're doing well. My god. I guess we're just leaving that there, huh? We're not gonna talk him out of it. He's just gonna be there. Yes, I heard about that. 100 members is great. I'm happy for you and the whole server. It's really wonderful. That's so many Mermaid VTubers. Oh, thank you for the La Creatura Redeem Asterix. Let me get him. Let me get my little guy. He needs to come out. He needs to be out here. There he goes. He's where he belongs. Yeah! Yes, we have to see the boy. There he is. Our little boy. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. McGilded sucks. I'm glad he's dead. Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Well, God, he's hot in this picture. Oh no, he's hot. Oh no, he's really hot. Yeah, what's up, Fatsix? That's a nice illustration of you. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Oh. Did you all see how broody he was? Oh my god. even though we successfully established Mr. McGilden's innocence in the trial. The newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. Yeah, it really seemed like McGilden actually did do it, but like he had rigged the trial. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilden was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. I think he fucking did it. I think he did it. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Windibank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he? Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes, the latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe. So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windibank's storeroom, gathering dust. My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than a bank's vault. And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up, caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds so exciting! The Hound of the Baskervilles! I should love to read it. Oh? Did she say something wrong? Ah! What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room? What's wrong, guys? Susie, what did you just say? You said The Hound of the Baskervilles. Did she already read it when she wasn't supposed to? But how could you know the full title? Well, that's because Miss Susato was such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. Aww. But Runo, The Hound of the Baskervilles has never been published. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. That's why he said that he'd keep it safe until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see. So that's why the manuscript is at Windibank's? And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? What happened? Oh, huh? What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Nice deflection, Sholmes. There she is, Gina, Miss Lestrade. I love her. This was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcome. I'm going. No, come back! No, wait, Miss Lestrade. Aw, she came back good. We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? Oh boy, they're really upset. Oh yes, just wait there, Ginny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. Right, of course. Well, that's not gonna deal with the issue. That's gonna bubble under the surface for a while there, isn't it? It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please make yourself at home. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some Mendelssohn? I won't take no for an answer. Meddlesome it is, then. Ah, baby! Look at him! Ah. Oh, thank you for checking in, J-Bomb. Have a great night, and thank you for stopping by. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye! I love this cat. That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Shum's violin performance was in no way meddlesome, and Sheena, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Yeah. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night. Aw, that's nice. But it's so nice it makes me worried something horrible's about to happen, you know? Alright, it's 9:34 p.m. Up in our nice little attic. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine. And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Shum's violin even now. Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Do it, Susato. I would love to see that. Go for it, girl. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder? What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about the telegram I received. Oh yes, she got some kind of big telegram. Oh, the one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. Freya! Hello, how are you? Strayed. Oh no, Freya, did you have a bad run-in with a creeper? Let me give you a shout out to my wonderful friend and a member of my community, Prismaria, Freya. She is from the Forest District, and she is in the middle of her uncapped donathon. It's been a great time. She's so funny. She's so great. Please go support her next stream. It will be worth it. Oh my gosh, 3 creepers. Oh no, I hope not too much of your work was undone. Poor Freya. But hello, Asterix again. Hello, Kurama. Let's see who else is here. Freya, hello. Mercia, hello. And hello again, Puppet. And then Asterix kept bullying you with the sound redeems. Well, that sounds kind of like deserved, you know? I bet you did something to deserve it. It's your own fault, Freya. I'm sorry, but you need to know that it is. Okay? Just do better next time, okay? And it'll be fine. But yes, if anybody in the raid does not know me, hello, I'm Aqua Sereni. I am a mermaid VTuber who traded her brain cells for legs. And I am a member of Freya's group, Prismaria. I am part of the Ocean District. So tonight we are playing The Great Ace Attorney, which is a wonderful little mystery game. Renishiki, thank you so much for the follow. Wonderful to have you here. I hope you enjoy your time here in the stream. Oh, but yes, so our assistant here, Susato, if you don't know the Ace Attorney series, we play always as a defense attorney who solves murders and has to defend clients in court. And our defense assistant here is telling us about a telegram she received this morning that she seemed very troubled and upset about. So she says, I've been summoned. What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me. Oh, Freya, thank you for the sub!
I would like you to know that my cat pawed lovingly at Graha. She shares your great taste.
Freya, your cat is so correct and smart. Thank you so much for the resub, for the 9 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate that very much. You're very wonderful. Oh. No, I don't chew on cords. I know, right? 9 whole months. What the heck? How has time flown by this fast, Freya? It's crazy. It's been a great 9 months. Tomorrow morning. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. No, Grahatia definitely does not chew on cords. I am a Grahatia expert, and I'm saying that he does not. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh, no, that won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone. This makes me a little nervous for her. Is everything okay, girl? Listen, I'm correct. You will see. You will see. When Grahatia comes back into the story, you will see he is a man who would not chew on a cord. Alone? What on earth for? A sweat, like I could see the sweater string maybe. Maybe a sweater string. I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Oh no. I'm worried for her. I'm worried something's gonna happen to her. Oh, who could that be, I wonder? Iris! Good evening, friends. Oh, Iris, hello again. Gina! I love Gina. She might be one of my favorites. And Gina, too. Yes, Ginny's going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Ginny? Well, yeah. Aww. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today. Oh? What in particular? All those things Ginny showed us. Wasn't it wonderful? Ah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques. We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we? I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could earn a living from it. Good for you, Iris. Good for you. You might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. No, let her live her life. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour? Well, you see, I came to return this. Wait, what? That's mine! No, that's my defense attorney's armband! No! Oh my, however did you... I told you, didn't I? Man, I kinda wish I could go back and check my inventory and see if it was missing before this. I have a natural talent for it. Oh yes, I'd forgotten. Iris literally is a child genius. Excuse me. So anyway, here, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it though. Thank you. Alright then, good night. Yes, good night. Listen, it belonged to my dead boyfriend. So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny? I think I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this. Yes, me too. Oh, savage girls, very savage. It seems as though Iris here
Such
still has something
devastation! This was not my intention!
I don't know, I think that was Ginny and Iris's intention. I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she probably does. Alright, Susato, explain. I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? You wanted to see what happened if you pressed it? Nice. It's one of my favorite sound redeems. Thank you for it, Lizard. Aren't you going to tell me? I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please. This sounds really serious. Like, my guess was just like, oh, she saw it early, you know? Kinokoi, thank you so much for the sub! I appreciate that very much. That's so kind of you. Please enjoy all your emotes and everything. Wonderful to have you here, Kino. How are you doing tonight? Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all. Aw. I don't know what all this is about, really, but... Freya, how could you? Oh, fine. There goes the wig. Alright, guys. 5 minutes of bald, just for you. You're welcome, Freya. My god. Terrible, absolutely terrible.
You're mine!
You're mine! And you're doing okay? Just about to eat lunch? Oh, that's awesome! And true, Freya and I will match soon. Every day we inch closer and closer to Bald Redeem now that it's been funded. How wonderful. It's a story you made up, is it, Iris? This mantle script, or whatever you call it? Oh my god, we should get a picture together as Bald. That would be so funny. We gotta do it sometime. It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries. Oh my gosh, yes. I actually have watched the first season of Bridgerton. I didn't get around to the second one, and I really need to because he's the main character of it, and I just want to listen to his voice. I don't care what else happens. I just want to listen to more Jonathan Bailey. You'd watch it with me? Okay, Freya, we gotta watch it together then sometime. You gotta tell me when works for you. We will watch together, and I will be yelling the whole time. Every time he speaks, I'll be like, that's Graha Tia's voice. I don't care about anything else. Yeah, I just want a 10-hour Graha's voice actor voice loop. Yo, did y'all hear? I saw an article he might be in the Wicked movie with like Ariana Grande. I'm going to actually go insane though if he gets like even more mainstream popular, because he's playing like, you know, like Elphaba's like her main love interest that isn't Glinda. Because let's be real, she and Glinda are the real OTP. But yeah, he plays, you know, the dude in it. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I'm gonna laugh if he becomes even more like mainstream popular, and I'm just sitting here being like, okay, but I like him for when he was the voice of a cat boy. And yeah, French Mario is French Thancred. It's so funny. That's a better choice than Crispy Rat. 100%. And Kinokoi, you're so right. Your taste is so good. Exactly, I liked him before it was cool. If you don't love him as a cat boy, do you really love him at all? Come on. Daddies. That's right, I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once, his partner. I mean, one of my favorite movies is Scott Pilgrim. I've always been a little bit of a hipster. They solved all sorts of strange, mysterious cases together. Although I will say, comics are better than the movie. The movie is very good, but comics get way more into the story and characters. So if you have not read the Scott Pilgrim comics, you really should pick them up. They're extremely good. Yeah! They solved all sorts of strange, mysterious cases together. Is that right, mister? Yeah, I remember walking out of the theater after seeing the movie and being like, I gotta read the comics. And I literally went straight to a bookstore right after and bought the first volume, and I really liked it. It was so good. Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though. I guess the fact that I read the comics after seeing the movie makes me less of a hipster, but still, you know? Yeah, Chris Pine was in it, and he was really good. He was really funny. He was, honestly, he was barely in it, but he was super good. They had a lot of, surprisingly high-profile actors and actresses in that. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's such a good movie. Maybe that'd be a good Discord movie night sometime. Just 'cause, it's all that gamer humor. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case he wrote down, you see, in his diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened. Yes! Canada! Toronto! It is very funny. I love how, blatantly Canadian it is. It does not try to hide it, and it, makes that part of kind of the jokes and everything. So, where's your old man now, then? He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time. Oh no. She doesn't know. Yeah, real Toronto is scary. I've been there a couple times. But I was very lucky. The last time I went, I got to stay with a very nice friend of mine and go to an anime convention together, so that was a lot of fun. So, I've never really met him. Man, how long has he been gone on this trip for? Oh, right. Come to think of it. Oh my gosh, yeah. Toronto drivers are crazy. I remember thinking that when my friend was driving me around. I was just sitting there, I was like, oh my god? Oh my god? I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Ooh, I feel like that's gonna be a pretty painful story too. Iris, this Hound of the Baskervilles story. I take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts? That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean. Oh, how? I'm liking it a lot. It's interesting because we haven't, I guess, we have no idea how we're gonna end up in court still at this point. Who we're gonna defend or what, the person will be on trial for. Because as far as we're aware, no crime or murder has been committed yet. But I'm really curious. We've gotten lots of little pieces about how, all these different things and people we've encountered so far in the game might be connected. And I'm curious. I'm curious how it's all gonna play out. Because I really have no idea where this could go from here. I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely all gonna hit like a freight train. I'm scared because things have been kind of okay for a little bit now, but I feel like it's all about to go to shit, you know? It's all gonna be downhill from here. They can't be giving us all this nice time with these characters just hanging out just for things to be nice. They're doing it so that it'll hurt extra when they tear everything apart. It pains me to have to say this after you've toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. But why not? It's one of my best works. Okay, see you in a bit, Asterix. I'm not at liberty to say, not now. So please do not ask me. Oh boy. It's funny, Hound of Baskervilles is one of those Sherlock Holmes stories I swore I knew, but suddenly I've been blanking on what it's about. But I might be kind of okay with that. I'm like, maybe I won't look it up until I'm done this case, so that I can still have some kind of mystery to this, you know? I kind of like the intrigue of not being able to remember what it's about, so I'm not able to really guess, you know? Alright then, I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris. When the time is right. Exactly, exactly. If everything's horrible all the time, then it doesn't hurt as much, right? You get used to it. You gotta build people up. You know? Oh my gosh, I was able to put my wig back on a while ago. I can't believe I sat like this. Freya's a horrible person for doing this to me. Horrible, terrible person. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windibank, isn't it? Yes. Hurley said it had to be somewhere very safe. Screw you, Freya. I see your typo. Kek-Q. Heh. That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. It's mean, that's what it is, keeping secrets like that. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. Or I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. Freya. I'll get you one day. Eh? If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. Yeah, I don't see Sholmes keeping like that something like that a secret for no reason, you know? I think so too. You lot are too trusting for your own good. But you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I bet my life on it. What? Oh. Hurley is lying to me? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's move over. Let's go talk to Gina. Okay, her parents. I've realized that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. I ain't got any, have I? Never did have. Oh. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we're born. Not even our mums. Aww. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Aw, she's a thief with a heart of gold secretly. Nah. Divins my life. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's perps. You know what? I think she's valid. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina. Listen, let her live her life. Let her steal. I do think about it sometimes. What would it be like to have parents, I mean? I always thought it'd make everything right. But having listened to what Iris just said, sounds like having parents ain't always easy either. Oh. I mean, if you know you've never had them, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet them. Aw, it's true. Oh, poor Iris. I do want to see Daddy so much. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, Iris. Oh no, how do we tell her her dad's dead? We can't let her go on like that, but oh god, that's horrible. Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris? Well, he reckons he popped that mantle script or whatever, right? But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that story really was an old Windibank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Maybe because she met Iris's dad? Maybe he told her about it? That's my current guess. That would explain why she's so hesitant to talk about it, you know? Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, you sold it. Without telling you. But Hurley would never do something like that, I'm sure of it. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, that manuscript ain't at Windibank's. You'd soon see if you had a look. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. Aww. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that sometimes I wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Kino, thank you for the stretch, Redeem. Okay, everybody stretch. That feels nice, thank you. Oh, my shoulders needed that. And welcome back, Karama. I hope you're all wrapped up with your work and you have some time to relax. I'm doing well. Just had a nice stretch. I'm really enjoying this story. I'm very invested in Iris and Gina and just everything happening here. I really love Ace Attorney in general. Milkteen, thank you so much for the follow. It's very nice to have you here. I hope you enjoy the stream. Nice to meet you. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him, don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. Aw, girls. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Come along, Ginny, we should go back downstairs. Yeah, alright. And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you? No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina. You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning, I insist. Aw. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then. Night, girls. Bye-bye. Iris, it sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, Naruhodo-san. Oh god, I feel like tomorrow's when everything's gonna go to shit. Tomorrow's when everything's gonna go to shit. I'm nervous. Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris's father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yume University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. I know everything seems connected, but I can't figure out how. Oh god, we're gonna wake up to something being terribly wrong. I have this pit in my stomach, I'm so nervous. Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, everything's gonna hit the fan. Mr. Naruhodo. That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. It still looks like nighttime. Why are you here? What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no? Okay, go get your food for ya. I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Susato. Oh no, I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous. Oh jeez, oh jeez. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home, but I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow. Oh no, 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 no. What's this about? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? Did she go back to get her stuff? That's Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Windibank's. Oh no. It's simple. If that story was really an old Windibank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway across the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Ooh, oh no. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, you sold it. Without telling you. Good Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Oh no. No, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once. Miss Susato. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Guys, I'm nervous. Guys, I'm very anxious. Oh god. The door to Windibanks. It's open. And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina, mustn't it? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly something is afoot inside. Guys, I'm nervous, I'm nervous, I'm nervous, I'm nervous. There's no one here. Oh yes, there is. Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. But after them, go! Right! Blast! I've lost them! Hello, what have we here? Oh, the alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about that? Officer, come with me! It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot! Shot? Oh, shit. With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windibanks. No fucking way.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruhodo.
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom.
Oh no.
Hurry!
Oh, I'm nervous. Gina!
It's Gina!
Oh my gosh. What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know we usually end Scream at the to be continued points. Okay, yes, but I have not been going for my usual amount of time. We're gonna keep going a further. We're gonna keep going. I've only been streaming about an hour and a half. Let's keep going. Because that was short. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh man. I wasn't I knew something bad would happen, but behind that door in the storeroom. Ah. Oh geez, she's holding the gun. Oh no. It's Gina. Yep, I usually always do the cliffhanger because it times up like out usually really well with like the stream length time, but that one was really short, so I'm like, oh, we have to keep going. We can't stop it there. From that moment, Windibanks pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find another good cliffhanger. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Iris. Oh, Iris. A telegram came, but all it said was, wait at home. Oh, yes. We asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Ginny were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Bruno? Poor Iris. She's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yeah. Yes, I'm afraid so. Oh boy. Oh boy, Iris. Oh no. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Windibank is dead. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling. You did? Well, I saw all of those police carriages pulling up outside his shop, so I knew something must have happened there. Poor Iris, she's just a little kid. Let's check the court record. How old is she again? She's only 10. Man. God, this dude. Man. She's too strong. She's too strong. She shouldn't have to be that strong at her age. When we entered Windibank's in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street, and I chased after them, but they got away. So, it was one of them who shot old Mr. Windibank, I suppose. I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Oh? Why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Ginny? But why? Well, the thing is... Oh, no. No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that. I know. None of us think she did it. Then why have they arrested her? I'm sorry. There was nothing I could do. Oh boy. I guess, yeah, we'll follow up with Gina's arrest. Yeah, she deserves so many head pats. She needs them. I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the 2 thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? No! I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris. Ah, this is all so horrible. She's ready for revenge. Good for her. The thing is, Mr. Windibank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles. And the storeroom door was locked from the inside. Oh, another locked room! I see. But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh no! Well, I guess technically not a full locked room because, you know, there's that little, like, the little sliding, like, space where you could see through. Anybody could stick a gun through that. Like, so that's not a true locked room. We can argue that easy. And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards... Don't tell me there was no one else in the room? Yes, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yes. Rights out! Hello! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream! McDonald's Wi-Fi raid? Oh my gosh. How did your stream go? You were playing Spider Heck? Ooh, I haven't heard of that game before. McDonald's Wi-Fi raid. Hello, Nixie Toast. Welcome to the stream. Nice to meet you. I'm Aqua Sereni. I am a mermaid VTuber who traded her brain cells for legs. And I'm here tonight playing the Great Ace Attorney, where everything has gone to shit. One of our friends has been shot, the other friend has been arrested. It's a time. Oh my gosh. But I hope you had a good stream, Rights Out. How are you doing? I hope you're not feeling too tired. But if you are, if you need to break a little step away, please feel free to. Let me also give you... I'm trying to remember to do the Twitch shout-outs too. The new one. So, yeah, thank you so much for the raid. It's nice to see you. What do you mean by that, Bruno? Well? Ugh, what can I say? I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't. Oh, Spider Heck is like Stick Fight, but you can move around the map by using webs. That sounds fun! Maybe I'll have to check that out too sometime. That sounds like a really fun time. Like, you could get really creative with it. Oh boy. Okay. Let's talk about Sholmes' situation. So, where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. I'm glad it was a good time. I'm glad you had fun. That's always the best, when you have a lot of fun during your stream. He was taken to hospital this morning. What? Well, when we entered Windibanks, a gun was fired and he took a bullet. Hurley was shot? No. It's all right. His life isn't in danger. Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at St. Sinner's. They're tending to him there. Ah, St. Sinner's. That's funny. I like that. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see. Oh no. To operate? Oh man. Oh, poor Hurley. Poor Iris, too. It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windibank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After them, go! After that, I ran out into the street, but, well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I let them get away. I think that's a very good thing. Sorry? Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them. You might have been shot as well, Runo. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. Oh. Don't worry, Iris, we're in this together. Where's Susie, Runo? She's still at the police station. Oh, why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. And Miss Susato stayed behind at the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. Ah, I see. Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know and I would have come to the station. Oh, we can't let you come there, Iris. That would be too much. I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Runo. Yeah, why not? Let's bring her. She'll be our investigation assistant for this chapter. Welcome back, Asterix. Oh man, Asterix. You missed a whole bunch. Guess what Sholmes is up to, Asterix? Guess what's up with our boy Sholmes? I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder, but I don't want to leave her all alone here either. We sure did. The case is in full swing. All right then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me. Oh yes, I'd love to. Gina's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed. Well, the game told you he's in the hospital. Wonder why. And don't forget, we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. I can see you're ready for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. Alright, let's head out. So, he got shot in the middle of the night because we saw lights were on in the pawn shop and we were like, that's suspicious. We need to go check that out. And there were some silhouettes in there and they shot him and ran away. And also the pawn shop owner was dead in the locked room. So, oh boy. Oh, Iris loves attic rooms and they're so exciting. That's funny. Let's see. Aw, her commentary. It's always a bit quiet when Hurley's not around. This place feels different to normal today for some reason. You know, I think a visit to this place could be a good idea. You haven't been to this place yet. Oh, let's go to the hospital first. Yeah, the gun guy is dead. And Gina was in the room with him and she had a gun. So they think she did it. Oh boy. But let's go check in at St. Sinner's Hospital. Hurley! Oh. He's not here. No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she? Ooh, I know what's probably happened. Yeah, very suspicious. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. I'm not so sure about that, baby or not. There's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered. Oh. Hello, what have we here? Who's this? Oh, the Bobby. This ward is off limits, no visiting. So what are you doing in here, eh? Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin. Oh, well, begging your pardon then, ma'am, sir. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solver is a mysterious family, eh? If that's how you see us, sure. Aw, we're Sholmes' family. Aw, we're found family. Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley? I believe he is currently in the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation. Extensive? It has been several hours since he went in. Oh dear, is he going to be alright? Man, surgeons are so impressive for being able to do stuff like that, I can't imagine. Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is. Oh. I have heard a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Oh my god. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Same, I'm so curious what the trial's gonna be like. Oh, it'll be intense. Oh, poor Hurley. Aw. I want to just at least take a look at this note on the corner of the bed if we can. Can't find anything out of place. Okay, well we can look at that. This must be Mr. Sholmes' bed. Poor Hurley. I know, it looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it? Right, Iris deserves a hug. Renosuke, give her a hug, please. Oh, I don't think that will bother him. No? I often find him asleep face down on the floor, completely dead to the world. I think I'd call the police if I discovered someone like that. I'm sure that's just pretty par for the course with Sholmes. What's this on the wall? There's a notice board on the wall there. Look, let's see. What does it say? Thought of the day, on seeing any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform matron. Oh yes, they have rats and mice in hospitals like this that love to feast on all the medicine. Ooh, that's bad. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients. Rats and mice. Oh, I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose. But the doctors and nurses are all very good, I hear. I certainly hope so, for Mr. Sholmes' sake. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Anything else particularly of note? The crutches. I wonder what these are. Do you have any idea, Iris? Oh, haven't you ever seen crutches before? Let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries to help them walk. You hold one under each arm, you see. Ah, right. I thought they were weapons of some sort. Why would there be weapons in a hospital? I thought maybe a fighter had been injured in a battle contest and brought here along with his weapons. That's surprisingly plausible. Oh, that's funny. Alright, I think we are done in the hospital for now. Let's move somewhere else. Let's go to the prison. Let's go see Ginny. Alright, local prison. Oh, Ginny. Hello, Gina. They let you keep that in there? Whoa. Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish she wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. What are you here for? Ginny. I have a feeling it's because of us that you've ended up in trouble. So we were thinking that we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry? You heard. Get lost. Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. Right? These police suck. Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay me hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But Ginny... I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cove came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or the like. Said it was my right or something. Then I told him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried. Why are you being like this, Ginny? Oh, Gina. Let's try and convince her. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? You want me to sign some papers. Representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. I won't let them! Why do you think that? Because that's how it always been for me, growing up in the back slums, me whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, it'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers. Or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all. Been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grass. Dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could... Forget it! Ginny! She's very soon, you know? She's just got some tsundere tendencies. She wants to be our friend so bad, but it's embarrassing to say it. Don't you trust Runo? Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Boy. Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker's. There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me and you know the rest. But why, Ginny? Why would you do that? Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Divin' ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work, and half the time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What'd be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference. Please tell us, Chinny. We'll believe you, whatever it is. Believe me. Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone tells lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have. Oh, Gina. What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies? Oh boy. What is it, Gina? Part of me's like, is she gonna confess to helping rig the trial before? But I'm not sure if that would be it. What did you mean before, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now. No! Ginny, please! Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. Oh! Ginny, no! It's a kitty! A photographic print of a really adorable cat. Is there something on the back? Let's flip it over. I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point of me having it. I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in a pocket of that overcoat. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Oh, Ginny. The white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. A photograph depicting a sweet little white cat obtained from Gina while interviewing her in her prison cell. Well, let's open up the court record. This is an adorable little cat. I think it looks a little like Wagahai. I always thought that cats like to curl up inside under the heated kotatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different. Oh, Jimmy. Okay. Flip. Aha, I knew it! Something on the back! Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 o'clock p.m. Article deposited, 1 small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13th of April, 9 o'clock p.m. So this photographic print is a redemption ticket. 13th February, that could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? Oh, a small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? I don't know. If Mr. McGilded still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Well, we should look for that. Yes! If it's something Mr. McGilded deposited, we need to investigate. Oh yeah, so she's in cell 13. Funny. Alright. I wonder if we present it to her. Hey, look at my armband. Look at my armband. What do you even look at? That's strange. Where's my armband gone? What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose. You're looking for this? Yes, but how? And when? And how again? I got a talent for it, haven't I? Divin'. Or divin'. That's bordering on black magic. And it makes what I was about to say about my armband seem a little dull. So, what do you want to tell me about it then? My favorite character so far? It's a tough toss-up between Kazuma and Sholmes. They're both really, really good characters. But I also, like, Gina's really high up there too. I really like Gina. Do you have anything to say about this? Here, Gina, look at this. Nota. I wasn't saying you could have it. Oh, weren't ya? Well, when someone says I can't have stuff, it makes me want it, see? So you better hand it over now. No, I'm not giving it to you. Accident, hello! Welcome to the stream! How are you doing? Oh, you were playing more Night in the Woods! Awesome! How's that been going? Welcome, Raiders, to the stream. If you haven't met me before, I'm Aqua Sereni, and I'm a mermaid VTuber who traded her brain cells for legs. Tonight we're playing the Great Ace Attorney, and we are investigating a very mysterious murder that occurred in the dead of night at a pawn shop. Oh, it hurts you in the soul still. Yeah, Night in the Woods is just that kind of game, isn't it? Yay, Raid is here. Hello, Chino. How are you doing tonight? Alright, I guess let's go to the pawnbrokery now then. Let's go check out the crime scene itself. Yeah, I hope you had a good stream, Luxiden. If you're tired or need a break, feel free to step away, but thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. Lots of police around, huh? I mean, that makes sense. Well, something's broken on the ground. This is where it happened then, last night. That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables. This is the final case of the first game in the duology. So a whole lot is happening. Aw, that's so sweet of you to say, Asterix. Thank you so much. Vicariously painting from the look stream. Aw, I know Night in the Woods is so good, but like it hurts, you know? I'd definitely love to replay it on stream sometime. That would be a fun one to do. But apart from the policemen in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance. No, you're right about that, actually. Well, there's the broken stuff on the ground. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oi! I heard that. Oh, Gregson! What's up? Oh, Inspector. Good morning. Suppose I had to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I thought you'd assigned extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Yeah, fish and chips guy! Your ladyship! No one ever told me you were coming. Right? The iris animations are so good. All of the animations are good. I love how much, you know, just clear detail and effort they put into each of these characters. It's so great. I love Ace Attorney. I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care. Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. Man, she's just got him, like, under her little thumb. The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Will you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. I wonder if there's, like, some special, like, reason why he respects Iris so much. My guess is maybe it has something to do with her dad. Maybe he knew him too. Oh, where are me manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice refreshing fruit juice. Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gracie? I have some of my special herbal tea with me, if you'd like some. Oh, her thermos is so cute with the flower. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, lovely. Very much. I really hit the spot, your ladyship. Yeah, Gregson has no spine. I don't even recognize him like this. Me neither, Rinasuke. Oh boy, okay. I guess let's talk. So, how's the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it, really. A very simple case, this. There's some very definitive evidence. Yeah, we need Iris around more often. She would make this so much easier. Way fewer roadblocks dealing with the police if she was around more. I would appreciate that. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina, you're going to charge her. That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow. Listen, typing hard. I was messing up my typing so bad last night. Sometimes you just have those days, you know? It's always like, oh my gosh, why can't I spell today? Especially when I'm like, English is supposed to be my first language. Why is it still so hard? Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid. Ah, I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you? What the? And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you? How could you? How? Right, yeah, especially when you get tripped up, it feels like if you make like one mistake, then it's all over, you know? You can't recover. How could you possibly know that? I have it happen to me all the time while I'm trying to read. If you trip over one word while you're reading, you know, aloud, you're done. It's over. I had a feeling, that's all. Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes. They were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat. And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison? She should be. Needed a quick sip. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Place dead. Yep, I feel that, Asterix. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinners. Yeah, this is the end of me. My English teacher will never look at me the same again. No. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all. Oh. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood. Yeah, it just dies. Ugh. Oh no. He didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so, but a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know? Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding. But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better. Oh, Iris. Of course, your ladyship. He'll be right as rain before you know it. Really? How do you know? How do I know? Well, because, of course. Ah, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective. That's why. I'd better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again. Oh, dear. Please don't die, Hurley. Oh. Yeah, oh, Gregson. Get it together, man. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater. Well, thank you for letting us know. I do appreciate that. Yeah, what's up with this whole her ladyship deal? I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. What? Out with it, sunshine. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Watch the sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper and we don't go in for favoritism. But he's right. You do treat us differently.
If Sholmes doesn't make it, I will riot.
Me too, Asterix. We'll go on a warpath together if something happens. For now, I'm choosing to be optimistic, because I'm like, they wouldn't kill off Sholmes, right? 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 I want to believe. It's because of those Adventures of Herlock Sholmes stories, that's why. Oh, I crop up in him, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson. Oh man. Alright, yep, copium time. Let's get the copium on. Thank you for the redeem asterisks. Alright. Here we go. Very exciting for those of you who haven't seen the copium redeem before. Here we go. And perfect. There we go. We're ready to go. Nice fresh breath of copium. I can get through and believe that Sholmes will recover just fine with this. Oh, well yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's. What did you write about the inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. Those bits definitely were for channel points. You've been waiting for that, huh? It was one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it. Oh, did I write that? You know what that one line did for me? The very next month my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you. I'm glad you liked the redeem. It's a lot of fun. Ooh, that's amazing. All because everyone at the yard reads them. They read all the Herlock Sholmes stories. They've even set up a fan club for me. Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Can you blame me? All it'd take is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No, the great detective will say. He's getting quite overrated these days. Yes, you can choose to remove it, or you can enlarge the can or make it smaller. Think what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about it. But that would never happen, Gregsy. Every month when the new Rads magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, lovely. Very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. Oh, yeah. There's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes? What is it? I've got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. Oh boy, what is it, Gregson? I'm a little nervous. Does it maybe have something to do with Susato? Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side. Your assistant. I knew it. Dear Susie, is she alright? She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe. Sounds like something I shouldn't forget, right? I guess he was too busy just, you know, being a doormat for Iris to remember. Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. She still has to keep that appointment. Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that. He's broke from spending so much money on fish and chips. Oh no! One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. She asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go and meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a bloomin' messaging service. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. But but I'd better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. Oh boy. Alright, well, I still want to take a look around here. Especially... Can we not look at that broken stuff on the ground? Alright then, let's see what we can uncover. Why, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here. Oh, but we were hoping to investigate. This is a crime scene for Pete's sake. No touching. Lord Strongheart? No, he only appeared once a while ago. He's like the dude kind of in charge of lawyers in general in Britain. What's the problem, Gracie? Runo's a lawyer, you know that. Oh, probably you can't do it until we're officially Gina's lawyer. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship, ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruhodo was to have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter. The accused? If you could show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around. Did you hear that, Runo? You need Ginny to sign some representation papers. Oh, she's not gonna want to do that. Yeah, the big lawyer mob boss. I get some, like, evil vibes from him. You know? He just has that energy, so I'm a little bit nervous about him talking to Susato. It looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Alright then, I guess we should head out. Maybe if we go see Susato, we'll get some ideas. Alright, Susie's waiting. We need to go and meet her. Alright, British Supreme Court Lord Chief Justice's office. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. It's 'cause he's evil! He's definitely secretly evil. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust. Yes, thank you very much. There he is. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Not an evil mustache, but like an evil goatee. Very good. There's nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. What? Why? Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san? Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. What was all that about? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague. Right, is she getting the boot? What's happening? What's this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? No, we need her here. We need our assistant. And tomorrow? Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial? You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Oh boy, we're really in it now, Scoob. We're really in it now. Miss Susato, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. Right, we can't lawyer without her. She's always got her notebook to help us out. Please. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it has. That's not what I asked. We can't do it without you, girl. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no, I mean that is a good reason to have to go back though. Oh no! Professor Mikotoba. If I may. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant, Rinosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yeah, remember him? Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown, and it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. That is a long time. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. Oh man. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. Oh boy. What about Gina's trial too? Do you have any advice for us? So Gina has been charged. She'll have to appear in court. Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. I hope so too! I love her. I want her back. No, not even 24 hours later. Gina. Ah, the Lestrade girl in the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too conspicuous case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart? In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now. Fuck you. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Fuck you. If you weren't basically my boss, you'd catch these hands. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend. Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me. There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart. Yeah, I'm about to box the shit out of this guy for being mean to Iris. That's my daughter. Come on. Which is, it's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her. A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair! Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Yes, thank you. Oh boy, okay, we gotta go convince her. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. Bye. What a day. Sheena charged with murder, Susato-san about to leave. Everything happens so much. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, Iris. We must make haste. But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? It is. It's a very curious case. As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. Yeah, so much happening. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Miss Susato. That's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit China first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Oh boy. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go. I think Iris is still worried about things. If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can. As a lawyer. Oh boy, okay. Oh man, the sound of those gears turning. Ooh, that's quite an atmosphere that all creates together. What a crazy room. Okay, let's check out the prison. Gina, come on. Let me defend you, please. Ah! Hello again, Gina. Not again! No, girls, please! What are you lot here for now? To have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously. Yeah, my lawyer hat. I love wearing my lawyer hat. I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition into that thing, don't I? Look! You can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Eh? Farewell? Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. Aww. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Oh, is she gonna guilt Gina with Iris? And if I had a lawyer hat, it would be a nice top hat, I think. I think that would be the best kind of lawyer hat to have. Susie. Well, that ain't been my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you. But somehow, you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Thank you, I'm glad you approve of the choice asterisks. Because of you. What? It's my fault? Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. Oh, Susato's got her now. What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. Susato's pretty smart. What about what you said before, Jimmy? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. Oh, no, I can't. Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? That's what I thought. Is she gonna admit that she helped rig it? The one in which Mr. Magnus McGilded was acquitted. The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about? Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. That was actually case 3. So we had one case in Japan to start. We had another case on the boat coming to Japan. And then that was our first case in Britain, where we defended a very rich man from murder charges. And we got him, fully acquitted. But it was really suspicious, and it really seemed like maybe he had actually done it and he had rigged the trial. And Gina was called as possibly a false witness for him. But then he died right after the trial. Specifically in a piece of evidence that we could have used if the trial had kept going to maybe prove that he was, guilty? Possibly? I don't know. So maybe we'll find out more about that. It was very mysterious, and I was really, really mad at the end of that trial because I was like, this bitch used me. This guy used me to get an innocent judgment when he probably wasn't, and I was so mad. I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. Will you tell us about it now? Oh man, I'm excited to finally get some truth about this. Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand. And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. Right? It was a really good trial, it was really exciting, and it really said something that it could make me so, mad about how it turned out. But yeah, it's I've been wondering what really happened there the whole time. I knew it. What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. Yeah, I've been molding for weeks. I need to know. It was pitch black in that little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing, and then I heard that loud thud, like someone falling on the floor. And that's when Mr. McGilded discovered you. Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at my hands, I had the cove's blood all over him. I was so scared, I couldn't even speak. You had his blood on your hands. In other words, it was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight. That makes sense. Then Mr. McGilded started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were, and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, he did, only that's not all. What do you mean? I mean he threatened me. Threatened you how? He made me swear about what I'd seen and what I'd heard. And about what he was gonna do after the cove was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarp her before the coppers showed up. Oh boy. Yeah, that seemed right. That's kind of what I was guessing. Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. Oh boy, so much here. You said Mr. McGilded made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud of the COVID in the floor. I let out a little scream, see? Couldn't help it. McGilded heard that and dragged me out by me arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezer what had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. Oh, a disc. Do you mean... Yeah, that's it. The one what the D took off me at Windabanks. The music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus. Not for long. McGilded spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it in his pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. And the bogtrotter told me I weren't to mutter a word of it to no one. Oh, so that disc is evidence. Yeah, the one with the blood. Because it was so dark under that seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. Arya, hello! I'm good. How are you? It's nice to see you. How are you doing tonight? Just to let you know, we're pretty deep into Case 5 of this game. If I recall correctly, last time you mentioned that you were playing it and you might not want spoilers. So if you did want to hop out, please do not feel pressured to stay or anything. But obviously up to you. I just figured I'd make sure that you know that I'm fine whichever way you choose, but it's good to see you. Oh, making dinner's exciting. I actually still haven't had dinner yet tonight, so I'm gonna have a very late dinner after stream. That'll be fun though. Let's see. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin. Yes, as soon as stream's done, I'm gonna cook something. It's fine though, because I had a very late lunch, so it kind of works out. And I had a little snack before stream. I ate some Eggo waffles, and actually I'm doing pretty okay with just those. Presumably that was McGilded getting on board. Or presumably that was McGilded getting on board. Nah, not only him. Oh, because I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people. Ooh, was it the victim or somebody else? In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilded and the victim. Yeah, I need my fish food. Yum, 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 yum. Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. I don't know, I have a feeling it could be somebody else. Like, that would make sense, but, like, what if there was a 3rd person somewhere? Eggos! Yeah, they're just, you know, they're so easy to make and easy to eat. They're really good snack food if you just need something, like, kind of filling, but, like, not a lot of effort. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it. And your own testimony, Gina, supported his. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Oh boy. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I couldn't hear him talking the whole time in low voices. What? What were they talking about? Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses on the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other. They weren't strangers like they claimed. So McGilded was lying, as I suspected. Oh boy, after the event. I knew it weren't going to take long before someone raised the alarm bell on that the bloke had been killed. Yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, McGilda told me to hide back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. Yeah, the victim was, thrice-fired Mason. The two coves from up top ran off to get the coppers. Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. Right, and after they'd gone, Mr. McGilda asked the driver to do him a favor. A favor? Oh boy. Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas. Oh. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street? Yep, you got it. It was Windibank's. The coachie snapped up the money and ran off to pop this coat as fast as he could. So there's no one left in the carriage. McGilda opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but not without conditions. Oh boy. I see. Oh boy, what were the conditions? Probably not good things. Yeah, that's why she was going for the coat. What were Mr. McGilda's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. We're understanding so much, but there's still so much we need to figure out. Not telling a soul, not for anything, about what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more. Yeah, this is the most important thing, he said. What was it? Well, after sending the coachman on a little errand for me, with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? You asked him to go pop your weasel, right? Aye, the fiend's taken me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker hereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? What? You want me to have the ticket? That's right, and I'll come fetch it from you later. Sometime within the next 2 months. You're to hang on to it until then. Is that clear? Whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then. In case I might happen to be delayed at all. You're to go to the pawn shop, Windibank so it is, and you're to extend the loan before the 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited and any old fiend could come along and buy it. But I ain't got that kind of brass. Here's £5. That should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now, if you go against me. Yeah, I get it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt. The coppers! Aye, they'll come asking you to take the stand in court, to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it that you might say, and what is it that you won't? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Poor Gina. That would have been scary. After he'd gone over it all, I piked it. Got as far away from there as I could. He hid the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark. So McGilda planned it. And coerced Gina into giving false testimony. Oh man. Yeah. I want to know. I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. I told some corkers. The thing is, he said he would make it so we couldn't live in East End no more. That's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man! You know everything what went on in the back slums. He knew we had no one to look after us, and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGilda would have... In an heartbeat, he could have had the lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where could we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice. Oh, Gina. Fuck McGilded. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. But I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid. Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. A favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Eh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see. You what? Harley's having a big operation right now, Ginny. Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right? Aw, she cares. She's a good girl. That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy. Is that it? Something like that. Oh, I love Gina. Miss Susato? Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here. Aww. No, we're gonna prove you innocent. I believe it. I believe it, Gina. I believe in her. She didn't do it. She's a good girl. She may be a pickpocket or a thief, but you know what? She's a good girl still. All she did was said eat the rich, and I think that's fine, you know? I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing. But I want to help you as a friend, Gina. Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely. Aw, she signed it. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windobanks now. Yes. And perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done there? Definitely. I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windobanks. Yeah, although something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. Well, he'll have to deal with it. You know what? Ah, good timing. I was thinking I was going to end stream there even if there wasn't a to be continued. Nice, we got a lot done today. Oh my gosh, so much happened in one night of stream. That was so fun. Oh boy, what a time. Thank you everyone for joining, and thank you for all of the raids, the follows, the subs. I appreciate it all so much. Oh my gosh. I'm so curious what could happen next, you know? Let's see. Oh. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream too. Thank you all for coming by and like chatting with me. I had a lot of fun. Let's see. So, we need to look for a raid. I do have one person in mind to raid. I just know they've been going a little while, so I'm gonna make sure that our stream is not right about to end. But in the meantime, we can think about what would be a good raid message tonight. Okay, yes, it looks like she's still going. It looks like Nellie's still going, so we're gonna raid my good friend and my fellow member of Prismaria, Meliora Yue, who is playing Xenogears right now. And she is doing a wonderful job playing through that game, so let's definitely go support her, say hello. She's wonderful and it's a really interesting, really good game. Let's see. Justice for Sholmes? I think that's a good one. Okay, let me add some emotes to that, and then we can go for it. Okay. There we go. That can be our raid message. So we're gonna raid Meliora Yue. Thank you guys once again so much for coming. Tomorrow night I will be live again at 8 PST with Freya Rabbit, and we will be continuing our read-through of the House and Fata Morgana. So that will be very fun. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope I see you tomorrow, and even if I don't, I hope you have a wonderful night, a wonderful weekend, and thank you again for coming. It was a great time. So just have a very wonderful night. Yes, thank you Asterix, thank you Kurama. Have a great night everyone. Bye-bye. Not me forgetting to copy my own raid message. Here we go, here we go. Okay, now we can raid. Now we can raid. Good night everyone, for real.